There's levels to this.
There's a lot of levels.
there's a lot of levels. What separates it, man?
Everyone has the ability to be the best in the world, but everyone's not willing to make the sacrifices that they need to make in order to be the best. Like everyone has it in them. Everyone, like in the sport that I see, like within the top 10, I look and I'm like, okay, that guy has it, that guy has it, that guy has it.
Yeah.
But they're not believing in themselves and they're not making the sacrifices they need to make. Like I go out there against Cade. We both believe we're going to win, and we both believe there's nothing that's going to stop us from winning. And we both are not looking to stall a moment in time in the match because we don't want to give the other person time to rest or the other person time to think, the other person time to recalculate. We're just going full sin the whole time trying to beat each other because we believe in ourselves. And I look down to it a lot of times and I see athletes and I see like, man, they stall too much. Man, they don't push the pace too much. Man, they don't attack different submissions. They just go for the same thing the whole round. Is at the end of the day, they don't believe in themselves. They have no self-belief and they have no self-worth. And I know that you get self-belief and self-worth through so many different things. Like my dad coming up to me, Andrew, I love you. I believe in you. You are meant to do great things. Like that goes so far. Or, having friends coming up to me and be like, bro, you're going to be the best. You just keep working, keep pushing the pace. Like those things help you believe in yourself. Yeah. But I look and I see so many people like in jiu-jitsu, like putting on boring shows or boring performances because it comes down to the end of the day, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in their techniques and they're looking just to win. Like they just want to win. They don't want to conquer. They don't want to leave a statement and they don't want to like put fear in the division's eyes. You don't put fear in the division's eyes by just barely winning or by like getting a good position and stalling. Like you have to go out there and keep going. Okay, I got a good position, but I believe that I can get a better position. I got a better position. I believe I can submit this guy.
Yes.
And you just keep going. Let's say he gets out. I believe I can put you in a bad position again and submit you. Let's say he gets out. I believe you're getting tired from escaping. I'm going to submit you and just keep going and just keep going. And I think that's what pulls, the kids from the kids away from the adults, and it shows like who's here to make money, who's here to push the sport forward. It's the people that believe in themselves, and it's the people that are just going, go, 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 full send,
Is that your goal? So
100%.
It's
I want jiu-jitsu to be here. Like I said, I've been in it since I was 6. My brother's been in it. My little brother's been in it. My older sister, my dad. I got beat up on day 1 from a yellow belt girl. It's like, I love
that
this.
Was a switch. Yeah.
I love this. I love this sport, man.
Yeah.
And I hate to see the sport, had a crossroads where we have so many people just trying to barely win or just trying to make themselves feel fulfilled and happy after the match versus the people that are trying to excel the sport, make a statement and trying to really do big things. And the people that are really trying to do big things are getting out of their comfort zone and they're doing crazy stuff. They're scrapping, they're pushing the pace. Like you see all the kids in like the ADCC tournaments, out there just scrapping,
right?
Like putting on crazy shows that nobody sees because they want to get there. They want to be the best. They're motivated. But then when people get there and they're in the top 10, they get comfortable. They start barely winning matches. They start holding and stalling. And I'm like, where'd the fire go? And where'd the motivation and where'd the vision go? Like get out there and destroy that guy.
Yeah.
Like get out there and if you can't destroy him, then gas him and then beat him. It's like,
right.
I just want to see more of that in the community of jiu-jitsu. Just people that are going out there with game plans. Obviously, jiu-jitsu is such a beautiful and technical sport, but I want to see in that beauty and in that technique, dogs that scrap and that will not look back and just go forward, So that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to scrap. I'm trying to excel the sport. And if people want to start scrapping too, and if people want to start excelling the sport with me, then amazing. But if you're going to like pull guard and not even pulling guard's a bad thing, but if you're going to pull guard and do nothing, or if you're going to just collar tie and do nothing, or if you're just going to walk backwards in a circle, then you don't deserve to be here.
Right.
You don't deserve to be in the UFC BJJ. Like I think UFC BJJ and even other promotions are looking for people, like you said, in the entertainment district. Like Dana is running this thing and Dana's looking for people that are making money. And who's going to make money? People that are scrapping, people that are winning, not just barely, but decisively, And like you said, we have some people in MMA that whether they win or lose, people always love them. Michael Perry, the dude loses, people still love this guy because he scraps.
Yeah.
Is people always have the factor that this guy could break someone's face at any moment in time.
Right.
And he does. So it's like, that's what's going to push you forward. That's what's going to push the sport forward, is even if you're winning or losing, you're exciting and people love you. Me versus Cade Rotolo, I lost. I did. I lost fair and square. I've watched the match so many different times. It don't matter which rule set, I lost it. But people loved me. I probably got more praise from that than I've ever gotten ever before on a loss because I scrapped. And people could relate to that. They could see the warrior spirit in me and they were like, we love this, you know? And I want to see more of that. And I see a lot of kids that are like 8 to like 15, 16 that are scrapping, that are pushing it out there. And all I can say is I hope you keep that. I hope that with years to come, as you start breaking the top 10s, you start getting in the higher ranks of the sport, keep scrapping, keep pushing the pace, because that makes me afraid, you know, seeing kids like that coming for me that are scrapping. I look at, you know, some people in the IBJJF scene or even in some other organization scenes, just like barely winning matches, looking super technical. And I'm like, I'll beat the crap out of them, you know? But then I see some kids that are like 16 and I'm like, wow, these kids look crazy. Like they might beat me when they're like 18, 19. Like that puts fear in my eyes, seeing people, they don't care. They're just scrapping, you know?
Yeah, dude, that got me fired up, by the way.
Thank you.
I want to go grapple. I'm about to jump over this table and have a Cade Rotolo match with you. But
it would not go well for you. No,
I know, for sure. I'd probably pass out right here in my own house. Anyway, yeah, man, damn, that was, I completely 100% agree with that. The belief in yourself. That one is a big one.
Yeah.
And I think people are just wired to, you know, want to win. And I think it's what that reminded me of is that you're just being complacent at this point. Say like what you were saying about going in the top 10. It's like, oh, I made it to the top 10. They're more so trying to keep their spot than trying to win at that point.
That's when you really start waking up early. That's when you really start grinding hard. And that's when you really start getting those cardio sessions and weightlifting sessions where you're in your head and you're just like, go, push, get ahead of everyone else. Like, I mean, I know that's what I'm doing. Like, I'd say I'm probably within like the top people in my division, like within like probably the top 3 rankings,
that's for sure.
Like around there, like definitely top 5 in the world in my class. But when I'm working out, the only thing I am thinking is I am going to be number 1 and I'm going to leave the competition behind. I'm going to get so far ahead, no one can keep up with me.
Dang.
And I don't know if other people are thinking that, but it doesn't look like it in their performances. You know, it looks like they're just thinking, okay, I just want to win. I just want to get through this match and win. And it's like, come on, like that's not what pushed MMA to the next level.
Yep.
What pushed MMA to the next level was characters that went out there and just destroyed, that just everyone feared, and then they kept getting better, and then someone else beat them, and then that guy kept getting better, then someone else beat them, you know? So I can't wait for Jiu-Jitsu to get to that point. I just don't want to be one of the only people pushing the sport forward like that, you know?
Yes.
I work too hard. I work too hard for the sport, you know?
Absolutely.
Like I want to see the sport keep going, but it's gonna take all of Jiu-Jitsu to do that, you know?
Well, that's why I was so adamant for you to come on, because what makes you the champion, this is probably the obvious, but is that like if you watch even, you know, the Renato and the Varela, dude, they're all exciting. Even though they last like 3 minutes, you know, on the past,
for sure.
You know, UFC BJJ, but even with the Cade
and the fact they lasted like that little impressed me. I thought they were gonna beat me, or they were gonna do way better. I was like, dang, these guys are dogs. Like the fact that I beat them both so easily and that quick just blew my mind. You know, like
how did you know? Like what did you see in that you smelled blood in the water to be able to do it so quickly?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, my brother beats me up. He's better than me at Jiu-Jitsu. He's just, I mean, since he's so articulate with how he trains, and that like he'll just beat me every time, and as a technique battle. So I've always had to try to beat William, and I've always had to try to excel and stuff. So like the only way I beat William is by gassing him, or the only, by getting him so tired, technique doesn't matter anymore. So that's just been hardwired into me. So in my matches, my goal is to gas them before I submit them. Like my first goal is not, all right, like if I'm going into the match and I'm visualizing like how I'm going to win, it's not take them down past their guard, submit them. It's just scrap in obviously my area that I'm safe and obviously calculated as far as what they're good at and what I'm good at, like looking out for what they're good at, but I'm just looking to gas them.